My baby, my girlfriend, you know, the first video of me playing pool to everybody. So right now I'm playing a two-player game. I'm playing myself, practicing by myself. I didn't like doing that, so doing it this way works out because you get turns. Alright, so stripes. Right now I'm not in the mood yet to play online. Maybe I will be, but I kind of feel like I'm a little bit depersonalized because I didn't sleep 2 nights ago. I didn't sleep for like 30 plus hours. I think it was, I was awake on like 11 a.m. Tuesday morning, and I stayed up until Wednesday Wednesday night at like 9 or 10 p.m. So I was up, you know, you could do the math. I was up a pretty long time. Just wasn't feeling right. Then I finally watched some videos on YouTube to sleep. Specifically Joe Pera. If you don't know him, he is a comedian who's a little different. He was mostly on Adult Swim. He had a few videos of him doing stand-up, but he's like, people say that he's like an old man trapped in a young person's body because the way he talks, his wisdom, but his voice is just like, it's so soothing, and I don't know what it is. It's kind of like Bob Ross. It's like when Bob Ross talks, when he's painting and talking about his paintings, you know, whatever he talks about, just, you know, it's funny because you don't want to say, oh, he's boring, he puts you to sleep. It's like, no, it's like, it's a good thing, you know. And nobody better be making fun of Joe Pera, you know, because, you know, that guy is my new he's my new sleeping aid, I tell you. Ah, shit. Yeah, so because I play two players here, sometimes I'm not paying attention to which turn it is. Obviously I'm playing for both players, but sometimes I'll hit the wrong ball, but regardless, I'm trying to make every shot with each turn. So, but I find it funny. The last night I was doing this, and I had like a 5 win lead, and all of a sudden, like, the whole game, I'm not like purposely screwing up with one player so I could come back with the other player, you know. But for somehow I was able to come back and win like 10-8. So I came back from like 5-0, 5-1, 6-1, 6-2, tied it up. Then it was like 6-6. Then I went on a run, like 8-6. Then it was like 9-7, 9-8, and then I won, you know, player 2-1. Right now I'm just messing around. So normally when I'm myself, I would look to set myself up for good shots, but now it's just like I'm just, you know, fooling around. Like, I don't even care. Oh, look at that. Okay, it's gonna be a tough shot probably. If I can get a good shot on this 8-ball here, maybe. No, should have hit it really hard, make it come back behind the 8-ball. Alright, so now I could probably make it this way. No. Damn it. And I believe it's like, we're up to like 7 games each, or somebody's winning 8-7 or something. I think player 2 is winning again, 8-7. Alright, let me get some forward spin here. Hit it a bit. Ooh. Okay, good. See, I'm not giving any favoritism to you know, any player 2, or my own PSN account, or whatever you want to call that. My main account, I don't know. I'm not giving any, favoritism to player one or player two. But if you think about it, it's kind of like I'm playing myself because I'm not. It's not like I said. I'm not playing any. I'm not doing any favoritism. I'm trying to make the best shot possible. I'm trying to get out of snookers, trying to get out of bad situations. So I'm making it fair for both players. I'm not. Only thing I'm doing is just looking to see whose turn it is. That's it. So normally I would hit my shot and let's see. I always go quality over quantity. You know what I mean? Even if I have like less uh, of one ball, like if there's less stripes than spots, then I still look for quality. People would probably some very small percentage of people would probably go by quantity. I would say probably beginners. They say, "Oh, well, I only have 5 spots, and if I hit these spots, I'm gonna have an advantage." It's like, no, you gotta still look at the whole table, you know. So right here, obviously I didn't hit a ball in, so I'm looking for quality right now, and I would say spots are the best. Wait, actually, nope. Looks like stripes here. Let's hit this just a little bit. It's still too much. Okay. Okay. Damn, this is hard here. I'll just hit these right here real hard. Oh, they're black ball here. And I made one. Okay. A little backspin. Whatever. Get it back on that striped purple ball. What do we want to do here? We can go for these 2 balls here and come back down. It's tough when I gotta use real aim. It's not like real life, Kinda not like real life, obviously. Ooh, perfect. Now this, obviously, I gotta hit back. So maybe a lot of backspin here, or a little. Come on. I think I got it good. I think I got it. Yep. Okay. Now I think I might be able to get this to hit the red stripe ball. Nope. Ooh, if I can hit this off the blue ball somehow to go in, that'd be great. Oh, completely. I could have made that. I didn't know I could make it out of that. Okay. Alright, so now let's go with the orange ball. Get the next shot on the purple ball. If I could memorize like the numbers for these balls, I wouldn't be just saying colors of balls. Oh, I did not see that. That green ball matched with the table. Now we got the purple ball, or let's see here. Purple into the blue. I'm guessing blue is... If yellow is 2... Wait a minute. Crap. Let me read these numbers here. What we got? Pretty sure yellow is 2. Okay, now it's play. See, like I was about to make this shot when I didn't even look what turn it was. Oh, crap. Oh! Almost get out of there. I almost get out of there. Hopefully this stream is holding up well. I realized that doing a live stream or uploading anything, it will dramatically lower the speed for all other devices because it's using upload speed and not download speed. So everybody's probably having issues. I'm gonna look. can I get 720? Okay. Wait, what does this say? Okay, captions unavailable. Put the brightness up on my phone so I can see how this is. Okay. Alright, looks good. If that's you, baby, message me. Yep. Not really thinking about shot selection right now. It'd be funny if they had commentators talk like golf commentators, with their voices so, you know, so soft. And here he lines up the shot. He's looking around. There's a bird in his way. Oh no, it's a Los Angeles earthquake. Oh shit. Ah, I hit the wrong ball. Message me on the phone, baby, if that's you. Okay, so we're stripes here. What? Ooh, what's the next ball? Black ball? 8 ball? Let's not call the black ball the 8 ball. I mean, 8 ball black ball. Everybody knows what number that ball is. Alright, see, look at that. 10-9. I'm playing myself. I'm not really trying to purposely, you know, screw up on either player, and it always ends up being close. You know, like, you know, it makes sense in a way, but in another way, you would think it would go one way, you know. I don't know. I guess it's always close because I screw up most of the time. Alright, so I was just gonna get up to 10, and now I'll just I guess I'll try playing some computer players. I don't know. Back out. Is it games? I forgot. That's for online. Let's see. Okay. So it's cool that you're able to download like online players' DNAs, but they really don't play like themselves. Like, for example, I had some friends who never like scratch, always make most of their shots, are just amazing, and then I download their DNA to try to play them offline, and all of a sudden they're scratching, they're making all these mistakes, you know. They're not playing, they're not taking the same kind of shots, they're taking stupid shots, like, you know. So I should delete these. Even when I play myself, like I downloaded my own DNA, it's like they're taking these awkward shots. I never do. They're hitting it really weird. They're hitting it too hard or whatever. Okay, so let's go with Madison. She always gives me a tough time. Okay, hold on here. I'm gonna message you, baby, see if that's you. It's gotta be you. I mean, pretty sure somebody would have just came and stuck around for 5 or 10 seconds and left. Okay, so it's my turn now. Quality over quantity. I would say most people like spots regardless, because for some reason spots always get a lot of good shots. It might be the positioning of how the balls are positioned. So I'm going to try to hit this light enough to where I can get behind that 8-ball, hopefully. I mean that blue ball. What am I saying, 8-ball? Nope. Not good enough. I don't like these kind of shots because it makes you feel like they're easy. And then so yeah, and then something like that happens. Oh, look at that. Oh. Man, this girl, this computer player, she rarely like takes bad shots, or the only times I'm able to win is if I make a good shot off the break and I just 7-ball her, like make all 7 of my balls, or she's in a bad position. Okay, baby. Alright, so it's just you watching now. Oh. I actually beat this girl one night, this computer. I think I had like a 4 or 5 win lead, and I was like, it was like 2:30 in the morning or something. I was like, I'm gonna call it a day. I'm okay with winning right now. I'm gonna call it a day. For some reason, I kept on playing. She kept on beating me. She ended up killing me like maybe 10-6, 10-7. It's like, I regret that. But if it's best out of 10, I'm never beating her. Look at that, jeez. Those side shots, I always try to aim like on the side of the hole to make sure it really goes in. That time I just aimed it at the hole instead of the corner of the hole, whatever you want to call that. I'm not good on my pool terminology or lingo, but I gotta say, I really never watched pool tournaments, and I watched pool tournaments for the first time. Maybe not the first time, but it's probably like maybe 10 years since I watched a pool tournament or game online. And watching it like a month ago, I watched a 2017 pool tournament with these two guys. And I'm looking at these guys, and they're taking so much time to decide which shots to make. You know, how to set themselves up, and I love that so much that I tried taking the game seriously, and all of a sudden I was having good games against players way better than me because I was taking time to make the shots and look for good shots. Okay, so I'm spots now. Damn, this is tough. I hate this. Hate that. Like, it makes you think like I definitely don't want to hit that green ball. So yeah, I'll go with the blue. It's the best, easier shot, and I can get a shot on that yellow ball too. Okay, yeah, it didn't matter how I hit that. I could have ended up behind it on either side. Okay, damn, that's the problem right now. So that green ball's right here. That striped green ball. Okay, so maybe I can hit this to the point where it ends up going on the right side, the one side I want. No, come on. Ooh, maybe I got it. These shots I hate. Like, I see most players make these wall shots, but not me. I just gotta practice these. You know, like the way I look at it is, in practice, I try to practice on my weakness. So I try to purposely screw up on shots to get opportunities like this. See, because it's like that spotlight aim on there. You can't really tell. Okay, wow. It's over for you, Madison. It's over for you. In this game, it's over for you. Come on, come on. A little more, a little more. I think that's good. Alright. Just make sure we don't scratch here. Oh no. I scratched. Fuck. I lost. Cause I was gonna scratch, no matter what I did. I'm also trying to practice on my breaks too to see how I can consistently make shots, make balls in off the break. I don't want to have those stupid breaks, you know, where you're banking it off the wall. Just want to hit it right down the middle or a little bit off the middle, and then I try different power and stuff. I never go full power. I try to lay off full power a little bit, and that usually spreads the balls evenly out of the middle, but it does sacrifice. Sometimes it makes like a lot of group of balls get stuck together. Sometimes. Oh, what am I doing? Jeez. Okay, I'm spots. I hate that they call them spots. I'm so used to them being called solids. Spots. Sounds like something an English person would say. Spots? Would you like a spot of tea? Okay. I think this is okay right here. Light. Damn it. Let's see. Can you hear me, baby? Pretty sure, yeah, you're able to hear me because I heard myself. I heard myself when I went on YouTube. Okay. This is the only shot I have right here. I could go here too, but let's try it. Nope. Should have hit the purple ball. Okay, so my controller's charged on the 2 bars because I unplugged my heater to charge my phone a little bit because it was really hot today for somehow. I guess it was because I had like 2 shirts on. 3. I got a t-shirt and 2 shirts. Well, actually, I had 3 shirts on. I got a long sleeve Philadelphia long sleeve shirt. Oh no, okay, yeah. So I did have 3. Philadelphia long sleeve shirt. Long sleeve t-shirt, then a white shirt over it, long sleeve shirt, and then I had like an exercise, like a long sleeve exercise shirt that's kind of like it's kind of like silky, but a little thick, not too thin, like those breathable exercise long sleeve shirts, like you go out like jogging or running in the morning, those kind of long sleeve shirts. And she beat me again, damn it. Yeah, I love it, you know, playing her, practicing against the best help me win games. Did I make one in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots? Yeah, that means I made 1 spot in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Now what's the best one? I think the best one now is the stripes, because I got a lot good shots right here. Oh, there's a lot of good shots. See, I could possibly maybe hit this orange ball into the other one. No, I screwed up. I really screwed up there. That's fine. Make this in that corner pocket down there, hopefully. No. Madison Williams. Oh. I love this game so much. It's so addicting, but Sometimes I hate games that are addicting because they make me play like so much. But for it being like, I think I bought it like for $2.99. There was a sale for like these kind of games, these games that aren't normal, like big games, just like these I don't know what kind of games you would call these, like, I don't know, small sport games or something. Like you get a good deal on them. I think original price was maybe $7.99 or $9.99. Got it for $2.99 or $1.99. I've been playing it. I probably played this. I can't remember how many times I played this, but I don't know when I bought it. Maybe it was like income tax season. I don't know when it was. Yeah, I hit the wrong ball. No, okay. Ooh, last one. Okay, I'm gonna get some back. This is tough right here. This is tough because I gotta hit this ball in without scratching and also getting behind this ball. So right now, I think I'm gonna hit this ball in and get on the side. Hit it a little hard. There we go. Beautiful. How you like that, baby? Now, normally, I would have just, like in the past, maybe like 2, 3 months ago, I would have just hit that shot normally and I would probably end up losing because I didn't have a shot on the 8 ball. One thing I don't do is I don't snooker people. I don't try to purposely get my ball between their ball so they can't have a shot. But I'm thinking since they do it, why not? You know, they do it to me, so why not? I have morals. I don't like to. For me, that's kind of like cheating. And my dad told me one time I think I snookered somebody by accident, or I snookered him, or yeah, I snookered a computer. And he's like, "Hey, why'd you do that?" I said, "What do you mean?" You blocked his shot. You blocked their shot. And I said, "Oh, I didn't know." And he said, "You never do that." And I said, "No matter what?" And he said, "No matter what, you never do that. If you do that to somebody in a bar, they'll beat you up. They'll kill you. They can kill you." I was like, okay. Even though this isn't real life, you know, I still don't want to do it. But sometimes there'll be an asshole that I play and they win a lot of games and then they end up snookering me and it's like, screw them. I can't believe it's been almost 30 minutes already. It feels like it's only been 10, 12 minutes. What the hell happened? I didn't even see what happened. Alright, she made one in. Yeah, it's amazing how certain sports are boring to watch, but are so fun to play. For example, tennis, golf, hockey, lacrosse, soccer. They are all boring to me to watch. Tennis is kind of more fun for me to watch because it's like fast paced, it's back and forth, fast paced. You get to see how fast they are, how fast they run. You get to see their strategy on the move, how they, you know, it's just fun to watch it. But golf, soccer, even baseball right now, boring as hell to watch. But I played Little League Baseball. It was always fun. I played Little League Baseball when I was, I don't know, maybe 10 or 11 years old. Um, Part of a team in New York. Let's see. I played hockey, my first ever hockey game in high school. Obviously, it wasn't ice hockey. It was hard. It was just hardwood floor, with us just running down with the puck and the stick and sliding down the hardwood floors. I ended up scoring 3 goals for my team, It ended up being I think 2-2, and then I shot the ball. I shot the puck. Somebody passed the puck right to me. I thought they were trying to shoot it like full court. They were trying to make a shot because the bell was gonna ring any moment, and um, the game, the class was gonna be over like any second. So they take a last second shot or whatever, and it comes right to me. I see it coming to me, and instead of letting it go, I decide to hit it too. So I'm waiting. This is my first game ever. I never knew how to use a hockey stick, nothing. It's pretty basic though. And I got lucky. I was able to make contact. I got the puck off of their hit, and I took my own slap shot. And luckily, my friend that was the goalie for the other team, he got scared and pretty much got out of the way, and I made it, and we won. The bell rang like maybe 20, 30 seconds after. It's crazy because another time we played dodgeball. I think it was prison dodgeball or something in middle school. It came down to like um, my team was losing, and I kept on surviving. It ended up being me, and somehow it was like me against 5 or 6 kids, because each team has like maybe 15, 20 people, and screw it. And I ended up surviving against them, and it ended up being me and one of my friends. At the end, his name was Gregory, and it ended up being me and him. And he was kind of like, he wasn't really good at dodgeball. He just ended up being one of the survivors. And I was kind of baiting him. I said, "Hey, come on, throw it. Come on." I was daring him to throw it at me, and he just throws it like nothing. Obviously I was still scared because I was never in that position, but I was daring him to try to hit me, and instead of really throwing it hard at me, he just threw it at me like, you know, like whatever, like lightly, and luckily, I caught it. My team won too. There was a lot of weird stuff that happened in gym class. There was one time, I think I'm playing basketball, and half of the gym court was divided for the volleyball team, or volleyball, uh, and half of it was divided for basketball. So a volleyball comes to me on the ground, rolling to me on the ground, and I decide, instead of throwing it back to them, I'm taking like a soccer kick, and I'm aiming it for like the basketball hoop, like that's all the way on the other side. It's probably like a half court shot, but it was kind of like on an angle, kind of like a corner kick in soccer. And I kick it, and that thing, I kid you not, it curves like a rainbow or something, and it goes in the hoop. It does not even hit the backboard of the basketball hoop. It goes straight, and it curved in, and everybody was high-fiving me. The people who saw it were high-fiving me. A lot of people didn't see it, but the people that were playing basketball on my side with me, they saw it. And they were high-fiving me, they were cheering. And in gym class at that point, for some reason, the gym teachers would sit at a desk right behind the basketball hoop, not under it, a little bit behind it. So they just told me like, "Hey, good shot, but you're lucky you didn't hit us." It's like, oh yeah. So that was another thing that happened in gym class. Not even paying attention to this game. Somehow I guess she's not doing too good either. Okay. Ooh. Okay, how do I hit this? Hey! Oh boy. Say a prayer. select amateur, and it's like, okay, I'm still being matched up with players way better than me, so I thought amateur meant that I would find other players on my level, at an amateur level. So then I went to pro, and I noticed that wasn't the case. I went, you know, each level, amateur gives you the full aim, easy aim, pro gives you a much lower aim, and master gives you no aim at all. You're using real aim when you play at a master level. Master level is just like, I guess it's fair for both players, or it's fair. It's fair because the guy that's better, that has better real aim, is gonna win. So no matter how you cut it, it's fair for both players. Like, you know, if somebody isn't good at having real aim on the ball, like in real life, then they shouldn't be playing that. So it's fair. I used to play I played it maybe a handful of times just to see if I could use it to practice to get better at real aim, but no, not really. Like I rather play real pull than use the real aim in a video game. Real pull is so much better. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like your vision in real life that you have. I don't know. I guess it's because in real life you're able to move all around the table. You can get closer. In the game, you can't move closer, you know. Like you can only hit the ball from wherever it lands. You can't maneuver around the table. You can't move around the table and make a shot. Oh yeah. Try to take advantage of that here. You get this behind the orange ball. Nope. Messed up. Hit it too light. I notice when I play better players, I get whatchamacallit, I get nervous because I'm trying to play perfect, and then I end up hitting balls really lightly, missing shots, and just, but when I don't look at how good they are, or I try to pretend like they're just anybody else, all of a sudden I have a chance and I'm even able to beat them, you know. So it's just having your mind in the right place too. But most of these players that are level 200-300 or something, some of them even not that high level, they're so good that as soon as they start the game, sometimes you don't even get a chance because they make all their balls in, you know. And most of them don't even take their time to look at the ball. I guess they're just, I don't know, they're just so good at they're so accurate with their shots that maybe their processing is much quicker than mine. I don't know. Like right now, I'm not really setting myself up. I'm just trying to make the shots. See, like right here, I have no choice, maybe, but to hit this purple ball, because if I hit this blue ball, the blue ball is gonna come behind here, and I don't have no shot to make it in this hole because of that 8 ball. So I gotta hit that purple ball, or I have to hit this blue ball somehow and get it back behind the purple ball. Like that. To get a shot over there. But now I gotta make this long shot. Here we go. Beautiful. In the past, not even 2 months ago, I probably wouldn't have done that. Damn, too late. Come on. Oh, I got it. Come on. Damn it. That's another loss. I'm not afraid of you, Madison. Yeah, that's the thing about those end of the game shots. When it's slow motion like that, they're never making an error on the black ball. They're never gonna scratch. The only time Like those are those really, really slow motion shot at the end. If it's the other slow motion shot, then you have a chance that they might have lost. There's two slow motion shots at the end. One is when you see the blue chalk come out. That one's an automatic win. When you see that, you know they automatically won. When you see the other slow motion shot, it means they might win, they might still win, or they possibly scratched off the 8 ball and you still have a chance to win. But you have to wait and see. But I hate seeing that automatic shot. Hate it. Because it looks like, oh, they might be able to scratch. No, it's an automatic win for them. Okay. Alright, so I'll try to set up this here. I could even hit this one now, come back to it. Oh, I didn't realize there was another orange. There was another stripe right here. I'll get that later. I have no choice but to go for that orange ball now. Damn it. Use the whole table to your advantage right here. Oh, it's go. Oh. Madison, what are you doing? Damn it. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Only thing I can do is hit this against the wall and hope it goes in this bottom pocket right there. No. Let's see. I think she's gonna win from red now. I think she's gonna make all these three balls. They're in too good of a position. Oh, maybe not. Nah, she's still got it. She can hit that purple ball, then the orange ball, and then the 8 ball. Yeah, it's too easy for her. She's gonna get a really good shot. She got a really good shot on that 8 ball. Well, this shot would probably be a little hard for me. I like to give a percentage of shots. For me, that's like an 82% probability. For them, it's like a 94, 95. Maybe more, 97. Look at that, 6-1. Damn, I haven't been paying attention. Last I remember, I think she was winning like 3-1 or something. 2 or 3-1. Yeah, I think I'll play online. I'll play online after this. Whatever. What do you think, baby? What do you think about me playing pool? Yeah, that's a good shot. It's a good shot. Side pocket, the yellow ball. The 2 ball, I think it is. But... yeah, good, good. Not too much backspin. A little more. Nope. So right there, some people would take a snooker shot where they would try to, since they know they can't get a good shot on their ball, they try to block your ball, you know. Which in theory, it's a great strategy to allow yourself to have more of a chance to win in the game, you know. But I just don't like to do it. Frankly, you know, I'm not wired that way. I don't like taking advantages. It's not taking advantage of them, it's just taking advantage of the situation. I mean, I guess when you put it that way, it sounds like it's okay to do, but do it because for me, morally, I don't like to do that. For me, it's like taking a cheap, easy way out. Ooh, come on, you son of a gun. When I first started playing this game, I was taking the most stupidest shots. Like when I had no shot, I was trying to use bank shots. I was trying to make really stupid shots. I was trying to make every ball in the side pocket. Like I would try to make this shot right here, which I could probably do, but like you shouldn't be doing it. I'll fucking do it. I don't care. It's going in. A little bit, a different shot, harder shot than that. I would try in the past, and it's like you're a dumbass. Back it. Yeah. Damn it. I hit it. That's why I hit it lightly, so it wouldn't go in. I hit it at an angle too. Okay, I'm playing online. Oh man. Hopefully I feel good enough to play online. This can't be played in the background. Oh, why did it go to Grand Theft Auto? What's going on? Okay. 701. Let's go. They keep uploading these videos of Undertaker. Like, what the hell's going on YouTube? Maybe not the best. Yeah. Screw it. I know I wasn't gonna make it. That's why I said screw it. This damn charger won't stay on my phone, it won't stay on my controller. Fucking hate it. Now I don't know if it's because my phone or I don't know what's going on. Why every time I buy a phone charger, it's a snug fit for like a few months, and then all of a sudden it gets loose, and then it's fucking unusable. Not usable anymore. The slightest little movement just makes the damn charger come out. And I did say I would just have it for 2-3 months. It's probably been, damn, I think, I can't remember when I bought it. Definitely before April, so. Yeah, those are the stupid shots I'm talking about. I used to do in the past. Right now, I'm not even. I don't even care because I'm kind of a bit depersonalized right now. For not slick. Tuesday, like I said, I think I woke up 11 a.m. on Tuesday, 10:30 or 11 a.m. I didn't go to bed until Wednesday at 9 or 10 p.m. So that's literally, what is that? I know it's over 30 hours. It's terrible. What even caused me to not sleep? Oh yeah, I remember. I almost forgot what caused me for staying up that night. Really stressed out and I thought I broke my toe. Was in pain and I was freezing. That kept me up all night. My heater didn't do shit. Up on like the highest setting, did not do anything. Every 30 seconds I was shaking like I was having hypothermia or something. Oh wow. Five in a row. Here we go. Slightest movement. Charter's out. Okay, so I hate that they call them spots, because I call them solids. Wasn't even really looking which balls were better to make. Sometimes you get lucky, you don't even have to look. This motion detection light I have here on my table, my night table, it's incredible. I literally stick my tongue out and the light comes on. I move my pinky, I move my little finger like 5-10 feet away, the light goes on. I open my bedroom door to come in, the damn light turns on. Like, holy shit. And it's crazy too, because there's no shadow of me. I live in the attic, so I have the stairs that are covering the motion detection light, and for some reason the light still goes on. There's no shadow of me. There's no way it could detect my movement or me opening that door. But somehow, I don't know. It's crazy. That's pretty much my lamp, motion detection light on my night table. The lighting sucks in my room. There's only light on one side of my room all the way in the other end of my room. So half of my room is completely dark. What did you eat today, baby? This guy probably thinking, who am I talking to? I'm doing a live stream right now. Just first time playing Pure Pool. Show my, not the first time playing, first time uploading video of Pure Pool. I've had this probably for 5 months. Best game I ever bought for like $2.99. That fucking Pac-Man game I bought for $2.99 or $3.99 pisses me off. Because it doesn't matter if you use the D-pad or the analog stick to move, you still get caught in a situation where you press left and they go right. You press up and they go down. You press down and it goes up. It's like, come on. It's not fucking playable. Same thing with like same thing with buying PlayStation 2 PSN games. Like for example, Resident Evil 4. I was like, oh, this is great. I'm gonna get Resident Evil 4 on a PS4. I buy it, and it's all fucking screwed up. The walking's screwed up. The camera angle, like the camera in the game, screwed up. It's unplayable. I can't even get past the fucking first level without. Yeah, I couldn't even get past the first level. Screw that shit. The aiming on the gun, the walking, the camera. I could not get past it. Impossible. I tried changing everything on it, all the settings, nothing. That was $20, I think, or something. I never get full power, I always lay off a little bit. For some reason that helps. Let's see what she messaged me. Oh, I hate burgers. Yeah, that's the problem working at Burger King, you know. They keep saying, like when I worked at the restaurant, I had a pastrami and Swiss cheese wrap with onion rings every day made for me by the chef. If it wasn't that, it was the leftover buffet food that, you know, after it wasn't a busy day or, you know, there wasn't that many customers, we would just eat the leftover buffet food, which is more like comfort food. It was more of like a southern diner. It was called Hollywood Diner. Kind of had like a futuristic look to it. Like it was white. It was red, white, and blue with like a silver roof to it. So it kind of looked like it was an American UFO or something. It kind of looked like it was. I don't know how to explain it. But there were so many days where the whole day we literally just got 2 or 3 people the whole day at the restaurant. Then eventually we ended up closing, and that place was already closed before I started working there. That place closed down probably 3-4 times. People didn't even know. Like when I told people I work at the Hollywood Diner, they're like, what? It's open again? When did that happen? Yeah, I don't know. No way. Nah. Nope. I'm getting lucky 3 times. I'm talking, not even paying attention. I'm getting these, not even paying attention. I gotta charge. Oh, the Chargers play tonight. Okay, baby. What time? 8 o'clock? Probably. What day is today? Thursday, yeah. Probably. I gotta charge my phone. So then my charger, my controller's gonna get on 1 bar by the time I charge my phone enough, and then I'm gonna have to charge my controller again, so it's gonna be like another hour until I can plug in my heater again. And luckily it's like in the high 20s. High 20s is considered pretty warm here this time of the year. We're gonna get in the single digits or teens pretty soon. Even negative temperature. And we don't even live in freaking Wisconsin or that fucking up north. Ah. There you go. Finally came back to bite me. Yeah, save money and wear a lot of clothing. And we hit the 1 hour. It's an hour and a minute in the live stream. Let me do the math on that. I was awake at, like, let's say 11 a.m. Tuesday morning. I didn't go to bed until last night, pretty much at, let's say 10. And that was just for like 20 minutes. And then I woke up at 1, went to sleep for 2-3 hours. Then I woke up at 6, went back to bed, woke up at 9, went back to bed, woke up at 11, went back to bed, woke up at 1:50 or something like that. I must have woke up like 4 or 5 times. But today, let's see, I went to bed 3:30, 4 o'clock, and I woke up at 10:30, and then I went back to sleep. That's when I woke up at 1:50. So that's I definitely got my REM sleep. That's all that matters. Oh, the red symbol on there means it's not my ball. Yep. Didn't matter how I hit it. Forward, back, forward, spin, back, spin. I don't think it would have mattered. Maybe, nah. Well, the thing with forward spin, you could hit it lightly. Forward spin gives you kind of like more power without using power. So you could hit it really much lower and get more power. Good shot. Damn. Sometimes I zoom in. Oh yeah, I'm on a live stream so I can't zoom in. Damn it. Lay, don't you dare go in. Still, is it makeable? That's yeah, it's makeable. Now I can't kind of see where it's aiming. Definitely forward spin here. So I do the math here. 11 until 11 is 24 hours. Till 11 or 10, so that's 12 hours plus 11 hours. That's 33 hours I was up. Damn. I know that's nothing. I've been up 3 or 4 days straight a few years ago. And I'm not proud about that. That was the worst feeling ever. I literally thought I can't explain it. When that happened, it was like I was fucking brain dead. That was the worst. Besides being depersonalized, that was the worst feeling ever. You feel like you're paralyzed. You feel like it was terrible. I really gotta change my sleeping habits. Everything I've been reading about going to bed, I'm gonna have to use. getting sunlight, being out in nature during the day, winding down earlier in the day instead of winding down at 1, 2 a.m. in the morning, winding down at like maybe 8, 9 at night. For me, it's just a habit. For me, it's just like, why the hell do I want to wind down at 8, 9 o'clock? I feel like I'd be like a little kid or like an old person. Why do I want to do that? You know? And then it's like, oh, I didn't get to do this yet. I didn't get to do that yet. I went on Facebook. I went on social media. I watched some YouTube videos, but then I didn't get to do this at 1 or 2 a.m. So it's like, I don't want the day to end because I didn't get to do this. It's always like, there's always like, oh, I have this to do yet. I want to do. I want to watch this. I want to do this. And then all of a sudden, that 1 or 2 a.m. right away becomes 3, 4 a.m. And then all of a sudden, you're stuck. And then you're worrying, and then the worrying about being up at that time and not being able to sleep keeps you up because you're worrying about not sleeping. So it's this vicious cycle. And then having problems at home don't help either. Well, that Joe Pera, man, he saved my life. His voice puts me to sleep. If anybody has trouble sleeping, look up Joe Pera. Joe Pera talks you to sleep, or Joe Pera anything. Well, not anything. Just talking you to sleep puts you to sleep. Or you could watch his comedic stand-up just to laugh, or maybe he'll put you to sleep too. But it's like watching Bob Ross. But when you watch Bob Ross, even though his voice puts you to sleep and makes you sleepy, it's like you still want to see what he's painting. So it's kind of like, you know, counterintuitive, because you want to see, kind of counters it, because you want to see what he's painting. So let's paint these little happy trees here. Let's clean that brush. It's like ah, Bob Ross, USOB. Paint me a victory. I really hate that you can't zoom in when you're doing a live stream. I don't know why. I feel like you should still be able to zoom in on the screen. Yeah. Chargers play tonight. It's a Thursday night game. I don't have Amazon Prime anymore because I stopped paying for that. Even though it's only $5 because I have food stamps. If you have food stamps, if you're like a college student or whatever, or I forgot what else it was, you get 50% off Amazon Prime. So originally it's $12.99. If you have food stamps, if you're a college student or something else, you get 50% off, so it's $5.99. Wait, maybe it's $6.99. Man, not even paying attention. I should have looked at the table. But like I said, I'm not feeling myself. I probably feel like 90% of myself right now. I'm not making an excuse. I just hate feeling a little depersonalized. Not feeling like I'm in my own body or anything. But I'm not fully there. If I was, I wouldn't even be playing this. Damn. I wish the live stream was exactly how it is when I'm playing. It's like delayed like 5 or 10 seconds. Let's see. Yeah, it's delayed for like 5-6 seconds. Wait a minute. No, it's delayed like 15 seconds because it just had to make his last shot, so didn't even look at the sit myself. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's 8 seconds behind. And let's see what it's saying here. 112:20, 112:24, 112:33. Okay, so it's like 10 seconds. 10 seconds behind. $113. Now it's 112:57, 113:07. Yeah, so yeah, it's 10 seconds. What the hell is this? Louisville edition? What is this? Smash or pass? Louisville edition gets freaky. I don't know what the hell these are. These damn reaction videos, stop watching them. I should get back to watching them. Let me tell you, if you know that guy named Meat Canyon who does all those weird, what you call them, poorly drawn, perverted cartoons or whatever they are. That last one he made of SpongeBob, I'm telling you, this guy has a sick mind. I'm telling you, he will be arrested for something because I had a roommate who was also my best friend at the time. He had a sick and twisted mind. He told me a lot of fucked up shit, and out of being afraid, I ended up being afraid of him, and part of me wanted to kick him out, but the biggest part was like, you know, this guy's fucked up, so I don't want to kick him out. Hopefully he just, you know, something happens where he just leaves. So for a long time I was pretending to be cool with how twisted he was, whatever. And eventually I ended up forgetting the stuff he talked about. But a year or two after that, maybe a year and a half after, he ended up leaving, I guess. I forgot why. Oh yeah, our house it wasn't up to code. It ended up not being up to code, so everybody had to leave the house. So when we left, he ended up living with his father. And then when we were able to get the house back to code, we come back to the house. Maybe a few months later, the cops come over. Cops are banging at our door, and I'm like, "What the hell's going on? What did my dad do? 'Cause I know I didn't do anything. Nobody else is capable of committing a crime." And they were like, I'm like, these guys just like, it was like a SWAT team or something. They had this big thing that just like pushed through my door, even though they didn't need it, because I lived in the attic. They had that one thing, that like really heavy bag that they just used to just break in doors, break in houses. So they used that on my attic door, I guess. And then I'm like, "What's going on? What's going on?" And they're just telling me, "Get on your knees, get on your stomach." And then I was like, "Can you tell me what's going on?" And the one guy, the agent, the guy that was in charge of everything, he's like, "Just relax. We'll tell you everything when, when everything's situated or whatever." And finally we go downstairs. They have to handcuff me for some reason, or maybe just to detain me or something. Finally we get to the kitchen where they are interrogating me, and they finally tell me what it's about. And they told me there was child pornography found at this location. I'm like, wow, how can that be? And I immediately thought about my friend and roommate that moved out, that moved away a few months prior. Even when he lived with us, cops came to our door because he tried killing himself at work at a restaurant where he worked at. It was like a 4-star restaurant that usually catered for weddings and special events, like talk show, like talking events, And so there was that time where they were looking for his swords, because they said that he tried to kill himself. He tried to like cut his own neck or whatever with a sword, like a ninja sword. And I said, "Oh yeah, I knew he was collecting those swords." And the whole reason why he was trying to kill himself was because his boss, or his manager, I think it was the owner of the restaurant or boss, was getting married. And he didn't want that to happen, so he was pretty much trying to like get her to change her mind or something. He was telling me, and he just said he wasn't in the right mindset, and he was trying to get her to like him or something. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. I don't remember about that. But when the cops were there, it was a mess. It was cold that day. They had my back door open. I'm in the kitchen talking with the agent, special agent, for like an hour or two with that back door open. I'm freezing. I don't know if they did it on purpose to try to make me slip up or something, but I did not know anything about it. And they're asking me all these questions like, do you know where your friend lives? Do you know about this child pornography? Do you know this? Do you know that? And I said, "Listen, this guy kept to himself. He was a fucking loner. He kept to himself all the time. He did not want to hang out with anybody. Every time I asked, like, hey, you wanna hang out? You wanna come to my room? You wanna go out? You wanna do something?" He was just in his room, like on his computer. And they're like, "How do you not know what your best friend's doing? Like, are you kidding me? Do you know what the fuck your best friend's doing? Like, seriously, if your best friend is a loner and doesn't want to hang out, doesn't want anything to do with you, or is just like, a loner or whatever, you're not gonna know what the fuck he's up to, So they're trying to catch me in making me look like a liar, or making me look like I'm hiding something. And then they're like, "Do you have a laptop?" And I completely forgot I had a laptop. So I said, "No, I don't have a laptop." And I forgot I had it stored away in one of my drawers for almost 2 years, because I ended up spilling coffee or something on it. So they end up going to my room and finding it. So then they're like, So I caught you in these lies now. You said you didn't have a laptop. Now you said now you're admitting you have a laptop. And then yeah, I said I forgot, it was submersed in, liquid or something. And luckily I was really scared because I remember letting my roommate and best friend using it one time. You know, I got really scared because that would have fucking nailed me right there. That would have nailed me. I would have went down for that shit. Luckily they didn't find anything. But this guy was into hentai, that Japanese porn, and this guy had files on his. I remember when I used his computer one time, he had files. I'm surprised he didn't try to hide them or anything. He had files of like well, what do you call it? Family porn, or I don't know what you call it. It's like family taboo stuff with like mother and son having sex, which is actually a normal thing, which is crazy. But there was one night, I believe it was 4th of July, or it was the night before, or 4th of July, I asked him, hey, you want to set off fireworks? It was dark, so in the summer, it must have been 8, 9 o'clock, that's what time it gets dark. I go to his room, knock on his door, he has his TV on, his laptop on, whatever. I asked him, you want to set up fireworks? And he pauses, looks back to his laptop or something, like he was scared about her. It was awkward. Like, he was looking at me. He didn't say anything, and then he looked back to his laptop and said, nah. Looked back at me and said, no. I'm not in the mood for that. But I didn't think much about it at that time. But then when he was, when these cops were over the house for the child pornography, then I was like, okay, this makes sense now. This makes sense because in the warrant for his arrest, they were saying that the child pornography that he had, I believe I think it was in August or something. And when I asked him this, if he wanted to do fireworks, that was on July 4th, and he's looking back at it. Instead of just saying yes or no, he looks back to his laptop like he's got something on there, like he just rather, I don't know, it was awkward. That moment was awkward. Like, why is he looking back at his laptop, not just answering me, but looking back at his laptop, So I'm thinking he probably was doing child pornography. He was probably watching child pornography at that time. But I tried to justify the reason for him to have had child pornography. I was like, did somebody force him? Did he fall upon it by accident? Did he find a way to like buy and sell like child pornography? Like, I'm trying to justify everything. And after he got arrested, it took me a while to call him. It took me maybe over a year and a half to call him. Finally call him, and I tell him, I told him that, the cops were over the house about what happened, and it scarred me. It scarred me pretty bad. He said he was sorry, and I read the newspaper article, and it said that he had like 1,000, he was in possession of 1,000 like videos and pictures of kids, and there was a video of a kid and a dog or something. I don't know what it was about. But he told me that pretty much don't believe the newspapers. I did not have that much, I don't believe anybody would have that much, too. So I believed him. And I think he did tell me that he was gonna stop doing it or something, but then he got arrested again, and I believe somebody told me now that he's gonna stay in jail or prison for 30, 40 years now. Just crazy. And now it's tough because it's tough to know that he was my best friend and roommate now, looking back at it. I don't think I would have changed anything that happened because I was scared about the stuff he would tell me before all this happened, so I would have done the same thing. I would have kept him over the house as long as I did if this happened again. But if I did find out about child pornography, I would have kicked him out. I would have. And there were other talks that we had too one time. I remember saying there was something fucked up I found out online by myself. I don't know what it was. And then he was telling me, you know what? Don't, anything you think is impossible, there's stuff even worse out there. He was telling me, okay. He was telling me, I forgot how he put it. Yeah, he was saying like anything you think is, like crazy, there's worse stuff than what you think, That was another thing, I didn't think about at the time. I was thinking like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. And then like a year or two later, this shit happens. Well, now it makes sense. Now, I'm connecting the dots now, So yeah, that Meat Canyon guy. I was okay with most of his videos, but that SpongeBob video he did, I have to tell you, that is really, it takes a special kind of mind to come up with that kind of video. And I think people have become kind of become desensitized to certain stuff. Like a lot of the videos he's doing, like, oh, what's he gonna do next? How fucked up is it gonna be? And like, that SpongeBob one, oh my god. When you really, really dissect the video, instead of just, when I watched it the first time, I was like, oh, okay. Or when I get to like the middle part of it or the end of it, like, okay, nah, it's pretty bad. But then I try really watching and pausing the video and hearing his voice and seeing what's going on in video, and I just do not like it. It made me think about my best friend and roommate and the child pornography. So I'm trying to, because they say that a lot of criminals have the same kind of, mind and stuff, same kind of dark thoughts. Because obviously, if I am not able to think this up and I'm normal, or most people are normal and they're not able to think that stuff up, then how is a normal person able to create something like that, Like, that's what I'm saying. What makes certain people do certain things? What makes one mother, shake her baby and other mothers not shake her baby? There's a lot of stuff out there in the world. Like, I question what makes one person do crazy things and what makes another person not do them, Obviously, it's something psychological. It could be hereditary, could be genetic or whatever, The same stuff that would make one person completely lose it and become a deranged criminal, why doesn't the same stuff make a normal person do that? because those other people aren't normal. That's why. At this time, at this point in my life too, when the child pornography was going on, I was part of the church, Latter-day Saints, Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So I told whenever I had any worries or concerns about anything in life, I would consult one of the missionaries, and one of the missionaries told me, like, you know what, maybe he needs your help. Maybe you should go to prison and get a visitation and go talk with him, or we can go and talk, with you and talk to him or something. And I was like, yeah, I'll have to get back to you on that, because I'm gonna need time to think about that. First of all, I've never been in prison, so just walking in there would be a bad, experience. And to even see him, I only called him once after he got arrested. And then my dad said he found him, and he ended up giving my dad his phone number. I lost it. And then I ended up going out with missionaries, and we ended up visiting his sister's house by accident. That's what happens. You go door to door, you end up meeting with people that you know. So I was like, trying to. I asked his sister for his phone number, but it wasn't like I really wanted it. I just wanted her to believe like I was kind of still his friend. I didn't want, I don't know. I wasn't really asking for his phone number. I was just trying to let her know, like, I'm still on his side, or I'm still friends with him or something, or I still want to be friends with him. That's all. That was the reason why I asked her for his number. But I was never really going to call him. Now, some people might think like, oh, you should have helped him, you should have did this, did that, This was before, I believe he got arrested 3 times for child pornography. So, the first time, I think bail was set at 10 or 20,000, and I didn't know all you had to do was pay 10-20%. I did not know that. And whatever the bail's set at, all you gotta do is pay 10-20%, and that's it. To go home, whatever, I don't know. I did not know that. So the second time he got arrested, I don't remember what that was, but the third and last time, I heard from people that he was gonna be in jail for 30 years or prison, whatever. But the first time I called him, I'm all over the place. First time I called him, I was like, so how is jail or whatever? And he's like, oh, it's good. They got me in an area where I'm not with like the really crazy criminals or whatever. I'm just in a certain area where I'm protected and everything. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And he said, I think he said there was a difference between jail and prison. I think he said like prison was the one that's way worse. And I think he was in jail where they separate certain prisoners. They separate certain people in jail by the crimes they committed, I guess. Which is great, I'm trying to figure out why. I don't know. It could be because of the whole anime influence, the hentai. He did also tell me that for some reason one time we were talking about preferences for girls, like it was like me, him, and I guess some other friends over my house or something, and we were talking about preferences we had, and I was like, we were like, oh, we like them big chested, oh, we like them like this, like that, and I'm like, I was kind of in the middle. I don't like them too flat chested. I don't like them too big chested, And then my one friend who got arrested for the child pornography, he ended up saying like, I like them completely flat chested. And here we go. There's another. I'm connecting more dots. I'm connecting more dots. I'm connecting more dots. So, you know, that was another thing that was like, even at the time when he said it, I was like, huh. I don't know about you, but that's pretty much like a man. And, you know, I like to have a little something to squeeze, at least an inch or something. Are there even women that are completely flat-chested? Does that even exist? Like, completely flat-chested? Like, that seems hard to believe. So, when you look back on it, the certain preference he had, right, to flat-chested girls. Okay, that makes me think after he got arrested for the child pornography, that puts, you know, that helps me connect the dots. That's telling me, first of all, the only way to really find flat-chested girls or whatever are really petite girls or underage girls. So I'm connecting points right there. I'm connecting the points. So there's the family taboo porn, there's the hentai, there's the crazy shit he would tell me at times. There was the time he talked about when I was talking about finding crazy shit online. He said, "Oh, anything fucked up you could imagine, there's worse happening in the world." Something like that, he put it. And so I'm connecting all this and like, yeah, looking back on it, yeah. He's definitely not a victim of, a wrongful arrest or anything. He even admitted to having possession of child porn, just not as much as they said in the newspaper. Which the papers do lie about certain things. Like, I don't see why the paper would lie about it, because the paper could just say, oh, he had 10, 15 pictures and videos. Like, what would be the point of saying, oh, he had 1,000, files of pictures and videos? Like, but papers like to exaggerate. But if you think about it, whatever is in court should be in the papers. So that makes me think maybe he was lying. But I don't know. It's a shame. Regardless, even if he didn't get arrested for the child porn, I was afraid of him. After stuff he told me, I was afraid of him. He one time told me, one of the things that made me fear him was, he told me he had a dream one night where, I think he had a dream where he was standing over somebody and slicing their throat. I don't know if it was his own throat or somebody's throat. And he said he remembers waking up and just feeling like happy about it. And that just freaked me out. I can't really remember exactly what he said, but he said like he liked having that dream. So even if he didn't get arrested for child porn, that was enough for me right there. There was another thing he did that set me off a little bit, was where he was creating like a level for a video game, or I don't know if it was for a video game. He was showing me Mugen, like, able to, like, I guess create fighters. I don't really remember what that was, but he said he created a level or something. He was showing me it. It was a level that had a giant penis in the background that was like a volcano, and at certain times throughout the match it would erupt and it would come. And that was, then after that I started finding the hentai when I used this computer, and it's funny because when me, him, and our friends were hanging out at our friend's house, he would say that he's not into hentai porn, and then a few months or a year later, I find he has hentai porn in his computer. So maybe he wasn't into it and then decided to watch it, or maybe he was lying about that. And I'm not into hentai porn and or whatever, but I guess I don't know. I'm sure there's some messed up fantasies, hentai fantasies. You got that tentacle porn stuff, um, and then you factor in the family taboo porn, um, which I hope wasn't real. I'm sure it wasn't real. I'm glad I stopped looking through his files. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should have kept looking. Getting all over the place. I just feel like every time I tell that story about him getting arrested for child porn, I feel like I'm putting it out there. So it's kind of like, you know, when people tell you, like psychiatrists tell you to say what, you know, what happened in your life, talk about what happened in your life. That was a very stressful time in my life. I didn't get through that. I didn't get over that. Even when I think about it, I forget about it. I forget it even happens, and then just things just bring it back up, and I don't know. It's a shame, that's all I'm gonna say. But like I said, no matter what, I still wouldn't have, if it was up to me, before he got arrested for child porn, I would not have had him as a roommate, or really, he wouldn't have been my best friend anymore, because I need to have normal people around me. Not people with fucked up minds. Not people I need to be afraid of. Or think about. Well, like, oh yeah, and you know, like I said before, that child pornography, he tried to kill himself at work too. But you know, he did say that at that time he said, I was never gonna kill myself. I was just trying to. I guess she said he was just trying to get her attention, his boss's attention, or try to stop the wedding or something. Like, come on, man, you're not gonna stop a damn wedding. If anything, you're making it worse. But I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, what makes one fucking person try to do something like that? For a person to even have a thought of, like, you know, wanting to kill themselves or pretending to kill themselves just to get a person not to go through with a wedding, like that, like those thoughts don't even pop up in most normal people's heads, you know? Definitely doesn't to me. Like, if a crush of mine was getting married, I'd be like, oh damn, and then I would just say congratulations, you know. But I'm not thinking, whatever. I'm not thinking, oh, I'm gonna kill myself to try to stop this wedding, or you know, help make her regret, you know, I don't know. What the hell? It makes me wonder, because I'm trying to think of his past childhood. I'm trying to think what caused this. Because it's fascinating to me. It's interesting to me. I know his father was an alcoholic. He never really told me if he would beat him up as a kid, or beat him or anything. And I would say probably like the last year in high school or after high school, I took him in because his father didn't want him. His mother had a boyfriend and couldn't have him. His grandfather, that he was living with his grandfather, which was like this government housing or government program that gave people like senior citizens cheap rent for places. So he was only living with his grandfather in like a 1-bedroom apartment. And so his grandfather was moving, and he said he didn't want him to stay with him at his new place. And then his sister didn't want him either. So everybody was rejecting him at that point. And I'm thinking, like, you could imagine if you're being rejected by your whole family, it would probably cause you to maybe want to kill yourself or do drastic stuff. I didn't think it would make somebody, I don't think it would make somebody watch child pornography, but, you know, I could definitely see how it would give somebody suicidal thoughts. You know, it's funny because even though he was the loner, I still felt like a third wheel every time we went out with our friends. I felt like they were more, interested in them than they were with me. So he ends up having the suicidal thoughts, and he ends up having the problems, you know. Where I was like I felt like I was the loner out of the whole group, but then he started just being in his room, locking himself up in his room and listening to music on his headphones, going on his laptop, never coming out. And there was a point where my dad was upset with him because he was never paying rent. And finally my dad got him to get a job, and he was paying for rent. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm trying to pay. I don't know too much about his childhood because I wasn't friends with him until probably sophomore year of high school. Probably sophomore, junior year of high school. And we weren't really good friends until he needed a place to go. And then after that, I already had problems as it was with my dad and the fighting in the house every single day. And I told him, I can keep you. I mean, I have no problem taking you, but when I take you, you let people know how bad it is here. You let people know how much fighting there is here. And when I used to tell my friends, me, my dad, and my dad's girlfriend, we would always argue every night because he had a drinking problem, and they both drank. They would both be drunk, and I also had anger issues, so I didn't like him drinking. I would try to prevent him from drinking all the time, and would stay up late to make sure he wouldn't go to bars at night or drink too much. So there would be a lot of fights. And I would tell my friends, like, you would not believe, we literally fight every single day. And that was my deal with him. I said, I could take you in, but you gotta tell people how bad it is here. And he did. Whenever somebody asked or whatever, he would tell them. But still, I'm trying to think about his childhood, So, I don't know. When I look at his father was an alcoholic. Like, I'm not saying that to, like, make fun of him or anything. I'm just trying to piece some things together. I'm trying to figure out if one of the parents had psychological problems. Maybe the father, because of his drinking. Maybe the father had PTSD or something. I don't know. But whenever I think about people not being psychologically right or right mentally, I always chalk it up to genetics or genes. I don't think, I do believe it's nature and nurture. I do nurture and nature. I do believe I don't know. If I would have asked him all these questions, I think, it wouldn't have been good. It would have been weird. But I do think there were probably influences. I do think being a loner, maybe being bored, maybe his mind was, maybe he was trying to do everything to kind of, keep busy, and then he stumbled upon, I think he even told me he stumbled upon child pornography. I think he told me, the thing when I talk. I can't do anything. I can't play any game when I talk. I can't really explain how child pornography is to me. It's a forbidden thing. It's like, that's all I can say. Child pornography, just to even think about watching it. Like, I can understand maybe. Okay, you know what? You know what it might have been? When I used to watch Law and Order SVU, I realized after years of watching it, I realized what the hell SVU stood for. Every episode, I'm like, why is this about, like, why are most of these episodes about, like, children and shit? And then, because there were some episodes that didn't have to do with rape or, you know, child abuse or anything, but for the majority of it, it was. And I would just watch every episode just to entertain me, just to, because I just liked, you know, detective work and just like them catching the bad guys. So I didn't really think about the episodes or anything, really. But now thinking about it now, maybe he did watch Law and Order SVU too, and maybe he got the idea to, maybe he was curious to watch child pornography, or maybe at first he's thinking like, okay, what exactly, like, are the kids actually doing anything? Like, I could understand, you know, my mind just can't go there. I can't. That's too much for me. It's unfathomable. You know what I mean? I mean, reading that warrant, I don't remember exactly what was in that warrant, but I remember it saying that the children in the videos were 3, 4 years old, even months old, and I never heard such a thing. How could child pornography have few month old babies? And then they said there was a dog involved barking in the background, or had something to do in the video. I don't remember it. And the only ideas that I have from child pornography are in Law and Order SVU, where they have episodes of how these predators go about, you know, setting up the rooms and cameras and stuff. But other than that, you know, it's just, I don't even want to think about it. And I'm just gonna stop right there. Try to think about something else. Ah, damn. Are you still there, baby? Oh boy. Yeah, no, I probably didn't tell you about this. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I did tell you about my friend being involved with that stuff, but I didn't go into much detail about it as much as I did right now. So what time are the Chargers playing? Oh, let me just talk about something else. Get my mind off of this. Anything like a catchy song. Oh my God, anything. Get me to stop thinking about this. All these. Luckily, I never saw pictures or videos of what was on the warrant or anything. Jeez. But just having the Law and Order SVU episodes in the back of my mind and reading the warrant at the same time, it's like I'm putting I'm imagining, you know, it's it's not easy. It makes my blood boil. Makes my blood boil. Because I've also seen movies. There was a movie, I don't know what the name of it was, with the hell's his name? Shit. This is one of my, oh yeah, Ryan Reynolds, one of my favorite actors. Ryan Reynolds, there's a movie, like a low budget movie that came out a few years ago with Ryan Reynolds, and I guess his daughter goes missing. He goes to a restaurant one day with his daughter in the back seat. She was a ice skater or something, and he tells her to wait in the back seat, that he's gonna go get pie or ice cream and he's gonna be right back. He comes back out, or he looks out the window of the restaurant and he notices that she's gone. He runs out to open the door in the car to see if, you know, she lay down to sleep, but she wasn't in there. And he just had like a breakdown, and all of a sudden, the mother, his wife or fiance, whatever, never forgave him for it. And one of the detectives believe he had something to do with her disappearance. And later in the movie, they end up showing you where the daughter is, and they end up showing you her captive, and she was pretty much with her captive for like, I guess, 10 years. And then by chance, just by chance, by some miracle, the mother ends up being like a maid for the captive of her own daughter. She ends up getting a job to clean the house or place that the captive was living in. And nobody knew. The captive didn't know who she was. She didn't know who the person who was living there was. He had their daughter locked up in the basement, a really nice basement, playing instruments, trying to get like a social media following from talking or playing music or playing a piano or something. And that guy was pretty fucked up. But he was kind of like treating her kind of like as his own daughter. I don't think he had anything sexual, but still, you know, maybe, I think he did. I think what happened was, I might be confusing one movie with another, or an episode of a show with the movie. Maybe he would have a sexual relationship with the young girls, and then eventually he would get tired of them. I might be thinking of another episode of a show or another movie, but that made my blood boil. That watching that, where he had her captive in the basement for that long. And then there was another opportunity where she needed a ride. She was hitchhiking a ride somewhere, and I think, yeah, the captive actually plans that the whole time. She's like, I want you to go find your father, and I want you to pretend like you're looking for a ride, just so he can see you, because she wanted, all these years, she wanted to see her father, you know. And he finally gave her the chance by pretending to hitchhike for a ride, and just to talk and stuff, catch up. But he didn't know that she was his daughter the whole time, because she was growing up, like she was maybe in her late teens or almost done with high school or whatever. So in the so one day she ends up asking her captive if she can actually go and tell her father that she's actually his daughter and that she was taken captive, and he finally agrees to it, but he says, you come right back. I don't remember exactly what he says. He tells her, you come right back. You can see him, but it's the last time you'll see him ever. And she was crying, and she said, okay, fine, I just want to let him know, you know, so he knows I'm okay, that he knows I'm not dead or anything. I just want him to know I'm alive and I'm okay. So she sets up the meeting to see her father somewhere in the woods in the wintertime. And instead of, she's telling her, like, she's telling him, like, I'm your daughter, everything's fine, I'm okay, but the person who has me captive doesn't want me to call the cops or go back to live with you or anything, and I'm just telling you this because I want you to know I'm fine, everything's okay. And instead of him just, obviously, you know, no father's just going to be okay with that and want to grab her and take her away, you know. So he ends up trying to grab her and run with her and take her away. And the captive ends up having, like, this long rifle or some kind of device that shoots, tranquilizers. He ends up shooting him in the back with a tranquilizer towards the end of the movie. There we go again. Alright. And it gets him on the ground. He wakes up. He realizes what happened. He wakes up. He tries to chase the guy down in the car. I don't remember what happens after that, but he ends up finding them at a diner somewhere in the middle of nowhere. He ends up finding the captive. He ends up finding the captive and a woman that would help, you know, abduct, like, help drug victims for the guy. So he finds them at a diner, and he ends up thinking of a plan to where he's gonna put a tracker under their, like, Jeep, Grand Cherokee or something they had. They had a Jeep Grand Cherokee, Grand Cherokee Jeep or whatever. So he puts a tracker under the car, and he ends up calling the detectives, and then they end up following them, and there ends up being, like, a fight at the end with the detectives, and I think that the captive ends up killing a couple cops, and finally one of the detectives that didn't like the father of the girl that was, you know, kidnapped, because he was saying, like, I know people like you, I think you had something to do with this, like, during the whole movie. And he's saying, like, you remind me of somebody. I don't know if he was saying, I'm interested to know who he was reminding him of. Maybe he was reminding, maybe that is really interesting, because I wonder if the detective had a history of that, or if he knew somebody that had a history of kidnapping people, maybe his own father or brother or something, sibling. So he's the way he said it, he said, you know what, you remind me of somebody. You know, you could, you know, the way he said it, the way, you know, the way he looked when he said it early in the movie, like, I know you're kind, you remind me of somebody, you know. So that made me think throughout the whole movie that they were possibly brothers or something. But because there's no second movie coming out, like, you know, that kills it. But that would have been a nice twist. How about, like, if the twist was, like, he was, like, the abductor the whole time, the cop? That would have been a crazy twist. But yeah, they end up arresting the captive. But one thing I left out was that the other detective, the female detective, she ends up trying to go to a event, like this event where, and these events with sophisticated rich people, and she was dressing up nice to try to talk to him and try to pretend like she was, you know, just wanting to get to know him and wanting to have a date with him. So he ends up finding out, the captive ends up finding out that she was a detective, because earlier in the movie they ended up having a secret camera in a lot of these houses and places that had these rooms for the child pornography or whatever, these setups. And he ends up finding her. I guess the camera ended up showing, he was able to see who was in the other end of the camera. So he got upset, had his partner, the female, his partner in crime, drug her at the dinner table at this event. And then after the event, he ends up kidnapping her and keeping her in a van for probably for a month. She went from being like this tough detective to being like a child. Like, she was crying, she was so down. It was crazy. Okay, I guess we're not playing anymore. Okay. It's getting cold now again. Jeez, my hands are cold. Jeez. And my phone probably isn't charging either. Nope, the charge is not even plugged in on it. Fell right off. Let me know if you're there, baby. Let me know if you're still there. I'm sorry if any of that, upset you, baby. But part of me wants to, part of me feels like I don't want to keep talking about this, but part of me feels like I want to kind of find out why people do what they do. Certain people do what they do. It's, whenever I say it's fascinating, it sounds like it's fun, but it's not. It's just, it's interesting. It's interesting to me what makes people do what they do. Certain people do what they do. What makes a normal person, not even having those kind of thoughts, and what makes somebody even have those kind of thoughts and going through with them, That's why. It's cold. It's cold. Alright. Somebody just left, so... I'm gonna call my dad. See if he's probably, hopefully he's home and sleeping. Oh, I got 7 notifications on my Facebook. 2 messages here. Oh yeah, if I don't click on the messages, they are still new messages. Forgot about that. Today's Thursday, so the only way to watch it would be from Amazon Prime. I mean, she might be able to watch it on Fox if it's the only Thursday night game. Can you watch the game, baby? Because I don't have Amazon Prime anymore. Even though it's only $6, the only reason I was having Amazon Prime wasn't for the app to watch streaming videos or anything, because I didn't really care for it, but it was more for the shipping, the free shipping, the deals on Amazon. That was pretty much it. Because the free games that they give you are pretty much computer games, and I don't have my own computer, so I only have a phone and a PS4. I'm gonna drink some. Fill up my bottle soon. Fuck. So I'm guessing I had like 4 or 5 people on my live stream, not at one time, but come in and out. Let's see. Chargers. Let me search charger. Let me look at my Facebook notifications first. Hopefully she replied to my notifications. Good fucking times, yeah. Twisted Metal 2, yeah, they were good fucking times. Another, data usage warning. Ah, shit. One of my friends played a WoW game on Facebook where it says, "What is your favorite swear word?" Or Carla's swear word is asshole. If you were a bird, you know who you'd shit on. Yes. I look at chicken, not starred. Whoa. Don't fucking... No. Don't tell me I have 2 fucking... Damn it, I do have fucking 2 mice. One's bigger than the other one. One looks darker and bigger. Fuck. Shh. Alright, I gotta call my dad, get these fucking mice out of here. Know exactly how he's gonna do that. What the fuck? Like, obviously, if you have one, you have a whole family of mice. For some reason, I thought... Hey, Dad. Can you hear me? Okay. Are you home? Can you come home? I need you to get these mice out of my room. Now there's 2. I thought there was only 1. There's 2. There's one under my bed, and there's one between your bedroom and my bedroom. Between the middle room and my room. The door, you know the door right in the middle? The door on top of the stairs? Yeah. One is right there around there, and one is coming in and out of my bed. Under my bed. One is a little big, one is very small. Yeah. One is a baby and one is like a teenager. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm saying. They say if you find a baby, that means there's a family. Now this one's coming close, but as soon as I make any noise, they run away. How are you gonna get them out? Yeah, but the thing is, the poison is gonna take a couple days. I need them out right now. You want me to sleep with mice under my bed? Yeah, but when I'm sleeping, I'm not gonna make any noise. They're not gonna run away. I don't make noise when I sleep. I don't even snore. Alright, just come home. Alright, bye. Don't drink anymore, I told you. Don't drink. Okay? Alright, don't drink anymore. Jeez. It's one of those things where certain people will be like, "Oh, you got mice? Oh," and then other people are completely disgusted by it. Like I'm kind of trying to get on the positive side of it, but to the point where I'm like, oh, like I'm trying to feel like I'm trying to be like, I don't know what word you'd say. Try to be like compassionate and want to help the mice because it's cold out right now. It's freezing. But you know, if I only had one, I'd be completely fine with that. Maybe I would put it in a box and I would feed it and I'd have it as a pet. But the fact that I just see another one now that's a little bigger, not completely full grown up, but just a little bigger, maybe like a teenage mouse or something, then, you know, I could still have them. But the thing is, it's not like they're hamsters. Mice have like, you know, mice are they're not domesticated. They are wild animals. Mice are in the wild, so they don't have shots. They don't, you know, they're not treated with anything. So they have whatever they have. They have. They could have diseases. They could have rabies. I don't know what the hell they have. Your mother was a snowblower, Johnny Five. Fucking love Johnny Five. Come here, let me take a picture. So I'm leaving a plate of, not food, but a plate of like breadcrumbs, tiny breadcrumbs and mayonnaise from my sandwich I had last night. And putting it out here, so hopefully I can get a picture of this tiny, I hate, like, I don't know, like, I know a mouse is singular and mice is plural, but for some reason mouse to me sounds like it's a big one. What do you like? Flashlight unavailable when using the camera. No shit. No shit. Instead of saying I fucking love Johnny Five, I said I F you king love Johnny Five. Let's see if I say something, they'll start running away. Go to the plate. Just trying to eat crumbs that I got on my floor. I think I'm hearing I'm hearing noise because I have a couple garbage bags in my room. That must be what it is. And the first time I saw the mouse come out, which I haven't seen in weeks, is when I was eating Chinese food last night, which was like around maybe 4 or 5 p.m. This mouse don't care. He ain't having any part of it. He's just gonna try to eat. He knows that I haven't been trying to catch it or anything. Damn it. Too bad I don't have the flash. But I thought... Okay, so you need to have 15% to have flash on it. Giving my sandals a good wash tonight. My aunt and cousin are definitely sleeping at this time. Ever since they sleep whenever it goes dark. So if it gets dark in the summer, 8, 9 o'clock, they're going to bed 8, 9 o'clock. If it gets dark in the winter, 5, 6 o'clock, they're going to bed 5, 6 o'clock, or 7 o'clock. So, plus I don't hear any noise from them, so that tells me they definitely went to bed. And it's good. It's a good thing because I was live streaming and that would probably tie up their internet on their TV if they were watching TV. Too bad, like, I get, like, this is a cheap game, but they could have easily made you have characters in the game where you would actually be able to see your own characters instead of just being all in first person. Just in first person, because you could have third person and first person, you know. For example, like, what is it called? The Four Kings Casino or something? Four Kings Casino? On, you know, the PlayStation 4, the free game or whatever. I forgot about that game. I should go back and play. I haven't played that probably, let's see, probably 2016 or longer than that. Probably 2000, maybe 2015, 2016. And now, okay, yeah. Now I'm having low storage on my phone. I said I FU King Love Johnny 5. No, I didn't spell that wrong. Yes, I did, but I like it. My friend posted something that says depression doesn't really have a face. You could act like the happiest person in the world with a smile, but still be suffering from it. Never assume unless you truly understand. Yep. Well, you can see in both pictures. Well, you can see in both pictures. Okay. Hey, Philly 500 is doing a live stream of Chargers. Hello? Where are you?
In the back door.
You okay, I'm coming. Bye. careful, I'm coming behind you. You can stab me in the eye. Look at that. Look, one is around here. One was coming in and out. In and out.
The other one?
A bigger one. And the baby one is under my bed. Very small baby one. Like this big. Sometimes it hides behind here, this dresser here, but right now it's under my bed, in and out of my bed.
I got pee here.
Yeah, I know. Let me get it. Come. Careful. There's pee on the other side too. There's pee on the other side. Don't do that. What are you doing? You hit your head?
Nah.
I told you, always look where you're walking. Sorry. I have pee there too on that side.
Get out of there.
Get out of what? You see it?
No.
I'm gonna take the pee out too. Sometimes I hear big noise in my room, like something moving. Something moving a bag or something.
So you pee away, that's all.
Yes. That's not the only problem. They don't like pee. What? What?
You pee away.
Stay away what? Huh?
You pee away.
Yeah, it's away.
It's not away, it's there.
There where?
Right there.
Where you want me to put it, huh?
The toilet down there.
Yeah, but I have to fill it up every day. I make pee inside there every day.
Ah, get out now.
Yeah, I know. It's not even half full. It's only a quarter.
Just get out of here.
All right. Hey, don't talk too much. People are watching me on YouTube right now. Don't talk. Don't say nothing. Let me stop my recording. People are watching me on YouTube right now. Move. I gotta stop the recording. Move out of the TV.